Hello everyone, it's Omae and welcome back to the brand new video. Today we're going to take a look at the new end of month batch banner and do dozens of multi trying to get the perfect Blackbeard Pirates team. We also have 10 Aurora gems, so hopefully I can get Doc Q on the Aurora gem banner. That will make the team perfect. But today's goal is to get at least one copy of both the Von Ogre as well as these three. And then I also want to go to 12th anniversary Blackbeard's banner and get him to level 150. I will do other pulls on the second and third part when they come out tomorrow and the day after off camera. I want this to be a bit more of a shorter video since I have made these giveaway summons way too long in the past. So let's dive straight into it. We're going to start off with, of course, the end of month batch banner. So of course, if you want to enter the giveaway to this account, just leave a comment down below right now and get that done with. And I really do not recommend you guys pull on the Sugo Fest. Yes, it is an end of month batch banner. It's regular legends only. These characters will eventually come to the legend tickets eventually during September. So and just generally, you do not need these characters. They're not game breaking or anything. They are really good for the Blackbeard Pirates team, of course, but you don't need them, especially if you don't have the other key characters like Doc Q. And just generally what these characters do, I do think Devon and Van Ogre is much better in PvE. In PvP, I think they're both important for the team, but I do think Van Ogre and Devon also is doing a bit more. They have this incredibly powerful effect to reduce all of your Blackbeard Pirates CT by 20% when appearing on the field. So that can be when the battle starts or when they come in from the bench. Extremely powerful. And then the special is also going to give you or give the enemy paralysis, and then give your Blackbeard Pirates a 30% CT reduction. Two of them, incredible CT reduction from this unit. Such a critical role on the Blackbeard Pirates team. And then also both of these units focus on enemies that have provoke. Now what is quite interesting is that the new shitty rare recruit actually forces provoke onto the enemy. This is a new type of provoke, I'm pretty certain, where you essentially give it to the enemy. Provoke is usually activated on your team so that you can funnel your normal attack damage to your high defense character, but Shiryu is going to force provoke onto either their DPS character or their debuffing character. So this is quite interesting. Of course, this is going to be quite critical if you are using the new Blackbeard Pirates, since they really want the enemy to be provoked. Jesus Burgess also has some interesting mechanics, but I think Shiryu is way more important since he has that provoke effect and also has the sub swap mechanic in his special. So today's goal is get Shiryu 150 as well as Burgess. Get at least one copy of both of the new legends, get Blackbeard 150, and hopefully get Doc Q in this Aurora gem multi. So let's just start off with this. Please, bro, can we get Doc Q? I really want to taste out the team. No one can replace this guy. He's super important for the team. He provides a bunch of resistances to annoying debuffs. So can we please see him? How many legends? One. Bro, where's the legends? One legend on a 30% raid rate. No. There has to be secret raids here. Has to be secret raids. Of course, it's pretty cool that all the rare recruits on the Origin banner are really good characters, like this Chopper. Doc Q. Bro, not Bonnie, no. She's literally in the metal exchange even. That can't be it, man. There has to be a secret somewhere, right? And I will be going through these summons really quick. As I said, I want to make the video a bit faster. And we're only going to do 25 multis on the end of month batch banner. I'm not going to go to past pity. That's a really bad idea. I did that when the dual elders came out in the giveaway summons, and we got absolutely shafted beyond the steps. Yes! Oh my goodness, bro. I don't even know why I'm so excited, bro. Oh my goodness. This is not even my main account. I just really want to taste out this team to its fullest extent. Sorry, headphone users, bro. Bro, I did not expect that to happen. Okay. Okay. This is a great start. This is a really powerful start. Can we continue this with the end of match batch banner? I really struggled to pull both of the dual elders on part 1 when I did the giveaway summons. Hopefully we don't have such a hard time here with the end of month batch. Also, last month's end of month batch with the Albaf straw hats, the monster trio, I also got shafted pretty badly on the first giveaway summons I did. So hopefully we have good luck this month now. And of course, these characters will be boosted in both Assault Rumble and Pirate Rumble. I mean, Assault Rumble. So people who are ranking high in Assault Rumble, who are competing in those top alliances, yes, you will want to pull here, but those are only for people who are spending money, a lot of money on the game, right? So, I mean, Blackbeard, with this new team, it's very much focused on fighting driven teams. They heavily debuff driven enemies, especially the new end of month patch legends. This is not guaranteed, right? Okay, it's a shaft anyways, who cares? But yeah, you really want to fight driven enemies with the new Blackbeard Pirates team. So characters like Emu are going to be quite vulnerable. I think one of the main purposes of this new team is to kill Emu as early as possible. You really don't want Emu to activate for a second time. And both of the new end of month legends, they debuff Emu quite a bit, making him vulnerable to attack. And also the new Devon and Ogre is kind of compensating for the main problem with Blackbeard 12th Annie, in that his CT is way too high. Like, most of the time he dies before his first activation, and the only value you get from him is his on death special. So I really am glad about Van Ogre and Devon. I think the 20% CT at the start as well as the 30% from their special is going to make a massive difference for Blackbeard. Okay, we have one legend here. Killer, bro. I mean, the legends are always going to be horrible on these end of month batch banners. 90% of the time, you're going to be pulling fodder from like 2 years ago. Even older. I don't know how old that killer is. He's from like back in the day when we had constant 1-0 units. And also the steps are horrible. It's just rate boosted legend after rate boosted or legend step. Just constantly. Okay, there we go. One of the new recruits. Both of them actually. Wow, what are the chances of that? If you get 2 glowing gold posted, it means you're getting both of them, right? Because after you get the first glowing gold poster, it counts as you have this rare recruit, and then glowing gold posters only show up when it's a rare recruit that you haven't pulled yet. Or maybe I'm going to be proved wrong like an idiot here, but this Shiro, she's also pretty cool. Sets your slots to rainbow at the start of the quest. She's also a cerebral striker character, or free spirit striker, so she's going to go well with all these new Albaf units. Yeah, I was right. We get both Burgess and Shiryu. That's pretty exciting, right? I do need another 2 copies, I think, of both of them to get them to level 150. So it's a great start here. Another Shiryu, okay. Pretty good multi, even though we didn't get any legends. Albaf Usopp is already in the rate boosted pool for this Sugo Fest, so if you didn't pick him up last month, don't worry, but he is extremely important for the Albaf Straw team since he does give that CT delay when he appears. He has sub swap in his special. Extremely important character for that team, even though he's just a regular rare recruit, right? Okay, this is the first guaranteed legend step. So far, not looking too good. At least the legend rate hasn't been too bad, and we also got the Shiryu twice already. Okay, but we won't see gear 5 ever on end of month batch banners, I'm pretty sure. I never see gear 5 animation. Best I'm gonna see is gear 4. A lot of the time when I do get gear 4 on the end of month batch banner, it does mean I'm getting the new character. It's not guaranteed, that's for sure, but most of the time that's what happens, right? But it's also way harder to see good animations. I should have actually looked at the rate boosted rare recruits. This Tashigi is pretty recent. She's not a bad character whatsoever. Oh, it's a secret. Oh, I was hoping for the cut-in. It's just Kuma. I mean, he's still an interesting character. The fact that he reduces blowaway is going to be pretty valuable, since all the new giant characters have some sort of mechanic against blowaway. They're putting blowaway in a lot more gimmicks on content, so having this reduction is pretty valuable. Still not a character I use quite often. I'm just going to start going through these really quickly and cutting if I don't see a good animation, right? I really wish they had a skip animation button on Treasure Cruise, because if you see like multis that have no animation, you don't even want to see it, right? It's just that bad, the shaft, right? Okay, we actually got one legend there. Maybe it's something good. I mean, from the end of month batch legends that are on this banner, I think Frankie is on here. I need to actually check. I think Emmett's here, so it would be pretty cool to pull Emmett, right? Emmett is not a unit that's used quite often, but he is quite powerful regardless. He gets around both barriers and damage nullification, I'm pretty sure. He also gives a tap timing based attack boost. Pretty unique character, all things considered. I'm pretty sure he also synergizes pretty well with the 4 Emperors team with lead Emu. Okay, this is not guaranteed either. But yeah, this Lilith, everyone wants this Lilith for co-op, which will start in about 3 days. For co-op duels, she is a pretty decent co-op captain. Since she is a scientist, she fulfills the condition for Strength Legend Vegapunk to reduce the middle row scientist tags, their cooldown by 15 turns. So that's pretty big deal. It means you can activate the specials of Saint Saturn and also what's her face, Strength Atlas Kizuna Legend. You can activate them twice when you are running this Vegapunk Lilith as your co-op captain. Pretty cool unit. But anyways, can we please see Van Ogre and Devon? Red text, but that really doesn't mean much right now. Yeah, we need gear 4 cut-in, otherwise it's gonna be garbage. Yeah, nothing special. What I'm gonna actually try to do for you guys, especially for newer players, is just highlight like the decent characters that I get from the multi and talk about what their main purpose is. I used to use this Zoro for wave clear and cooldown reduction, but he's not that good anymore. He also has quite a high cooldown himself, and his special takes a long time to activate. This Bonnie has a great support effect, but that's about it. Same goes for Raizo, pretty powerful support effect. There are so few support abilities in the game that give you end of turn damage, and this guy is the most unique one since he activates whenever you get bind. So there are some circumstances where that guy is necessary. Galdino, he's pretty good if you have the V1 quick cross guild legend, since he does reduce cooldown after the special is launched. Broggy's also pretty good for PvP, and still not a bad rare recruit in PvE as well. Ooh, I like to see the shooting stars. That's always reliable, right? And we get gear 4. This might be the one, guys. One legend. It is a 2 times legend rate, so should be seeing at least 1 legend every multi. But we beat the odds there and got 2. Surely that means we're gonna get both of the new legends in this multi. Hashtag greed. Nope. I mean, it is possible for you to pull the legend without any special cut-in or any extended animation, but there is a new thing in recent banners where you get the character at stage 2 ink effect, and because of that, you can actually tell if you're going to get the new character as soon as the red poster loads, because there's a bit of a glitch or a delay in the animation before the poster activates. So you kind of, yeah, it's not going to be this one. It's Jesus Burgess. This guy's definitely not synergizing with the new characters. That's for damn sure. The one thing about the new Blackbeard Pirates team is that since we're so free spirit focused, yes, it's cool because finally we're moving away from driven powerhouse with the Blackbeard Pirates, but it also kind of sucks because now all the old Blackbeard Pirate units have been kind of alienated and they don't synergize well with the new characters. So there's a bit of pro and con with the new characters being free spirit focused. Overall, I'm still quite happy with it, and a lot of the design is inspired from old Blackbeard Pirate units, like the new San Juan Wolf, Pizarro, and Vasco Shot. Their captain ability has a very similar effect that, wow, that was a lot of legends, man. When is this guy getting a super evolution? It could be so cool, man. Also, still such an amazing artwork, bro. It looks so dope. Okay, no, it's not gonna be them. Another killer. But yeah, I was saying the new Avala, Pizarro, all these guys, they have the same captain effect as Treasure Map Legend Int Blackbeard, where defensive effects are converted into damage buffs whenever you activate them from a special. That has its pros and its cons. It means that some characters that have a damage reduction that you really don't need for a specific piece of content, you can now get extra damage instead. Of course, the main con there is that you won't have damage reducing effects to survive death hits, which are quite common today. You still can use support abilities though. So for instance, on the new Avala Pizarro, San Juan Wolf, and Vasco Shot, you can attach Mr. 3 since it is a quick free spirit unit. Since he's free spirit, Mr. 3 can attach. And Mr. 3 will give a 310 damage reduction. And since it's a support effect, it does not get converted into a damage buff. So if you are running that new legend as a captain, Mr. 3 support is super valuable, man, especially since the new legend Avalo Pizarro, San Juan Wolf, and Vasco Shot has a part of the special that states you want to have a damage reduction active, and then you get a HP guard effect as well. So using Mr. 3 is highly advised if you pull the new Wolf, Pizarro, and Vasco Shot. But yeah, I should be yapping about this in an actual breakdown video, not in this random giveaway summons. But I mean, the summons are pretty dead right now. We're getting a lot of legends. I'm quite impressed by that, but the quality is just not been here, right? Oh look, we pulled Doc Q. Yeah, so the main team is going to be 4 55 cost units and then 4 20 cost units. So the 4 55 cost units is of course 12th Annie Blackbeard. Both of the new dual, not dual units, San Juan Wolf, Pizarro, and Vasco Shot is not a dual unit. But the new end of month batch Blackbeard units, these are 2 55 cost characters, and then also Doc Q is also 55 cost. So I already have all of my bases covered there. And then when it comes to the 20 cost units, it can get a bit more interesting. Yes, we have the 2 new rare recruits. They are definitely fulfilling a spot. But then, oh yeah, damn, we also got Shiryu there again. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we also have the quick Kuzan rare recruit from the 12th anniversary. So when we summon for Blackbeard, I also want to get that guy to level 150. He'll be another 20 cost unit on the team. There's just one final character that I need to fulfill the final 20 cost spot. We could go for Legend Pirate Rumble Ivankov on the Kizuna banner. I mean, the Pirate Rumble banner. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of free room for that final slot. Most of the time, that unit won't even be coming in. But we still need a character to fulfill that position, right? We don't need 8 Blackbeard Pirates on the team. I think for most characters on this new team, you need at least 4 Blackbeard Pirates and like 5 quick units. I think that's if you are using the quick Dofi Pirates Legend. But for the new characters, yes, there are quite a lot of tag requirements, but you don't need as many of them as you need for the Albaf team. For the Albaf team, it's ridiculous. You need 8 Straw Hat Pirates. You need a lot of Giants, Albaf Arc units. It's just ridiculous. For this team, I think there is a lot more leeway. If you want to insert characters like the quick Gear 5 Luffy or in Alboa, you definitely can. If you don't have characters like Doc Q, maybe. But enough yap, bro. I just need to skip to when we get something good because the video is gonna get way too long, man. Way too long. Step 10 already and nothing, man. I think that was a limited pull as well. I'm pretty sure. And we got Boa. No, it's just a regular legend. So we will see our first limited step at step 12. It's actually a super limited. Okay. They didn't even have a limited pull. We're just going straight to super limited pull. That's interesting. Well, how restrictive is this? You see, the main thing with part 1 is that since the new character isn't guaranteed, there's no step 30. They make up for it by having a lot of these super limited steps, which could be interesting. So on part 1, yeah, it's only 8 legends. So we have 3 chances with that incredible step, even more actually. Step 12, step 15, step 20, and step 25. So that's 4 chances with only 8 legends available in the pool. Now, don't get too excited. The rates between these characters are not divided evenly. Like, if we look here, we have 8 units here. So you think it's evenly divided. Everyone has a 12.5% chance. But nope. For the new legends, the rates are shared between the two characters, so it's more like a 20% for, or not a 20%, but like a 15% for everyone else, and then a like 7.5% for each of these. So it's really not as good as it sounds, but it's still a pretty good chance, right? So let's continue. Hopefully that super limited pull actually pays off, because I really don't want to not have any of these new characters appear. If I have to walk away from this with none of the new units, yeah, bit of a yikes. Pretty good animations here, and it's not even a guaranteed step. Gear 4. Bro, I'm actually getting tired of hearing my own voice, bro. I speak too much. But I rather give interesting commentary than be silent, right? I still need copies of Burgess, man. Like, I've been getting a lot of Shiryus, but not as many Burgess. One thing I really love about these new characters, these new batches, is that the rare recruits actually have proper rumble abilities. I'm not sure when they started doing this. Also cool quality of life legend here. I'm not sure when they started making these rumble units. I mean, these rare recruits have pretty insane rumble abilities. I think it might have been when Assault Rumble came out. Because a lot of these rare recruits rumble abilities are... Oh, yes! We got it! Bro, I did not expect that. Okay, which one? Van Ogre and Devon, please? I mean, either one. I'm gonna get both either, right? Yes! My goat! Devon and Ogre. So let me just quickly take a look at their abilities for you guys. So getting around removers effects, I mean, that's cool, but you can run a sailor that does this. The defense up removal when you tap with a recovery slot is quite interesting. Also, no cooldown here, only gauges charged for switch effect and versus effect, so that's a bit of an issue. The special is pretty good since it can give you a 3-turn ore boost and a 3-turn conditional boost, as well as despair reduction, and then also give the enemy weakened status, but not through immunities, which is also a bit of a problem. There's not enough utility here, but it's fine because their switch effect is so good. Their super switch is 6 turns of paralysis reduced, gives a recovery slot so you can get around a stack of hunger, so pretty good implied utility there. And you can also use the regular swap just to get around paralysis orbs. This will change all of your paralysis orbs into matching. Pretty cool, right? Interesting utility there. And then also stun negation with the super class, which can be activated as a sailor, and then also a free spray territory, which is great for 1230 Blackbeard, of course, right? So yeah, amazing pull there. Very happy about that. I can't even remember what I was talking about. The rare recruits, right? Yeah. So I really am excited to test this new batch out in the upcoming Assault Rumble. I've never actually gone against Assault Rumble with the full new batch, so I'm interested to see what kind of scores I can cook up, especially if I can get these characters to level 150, right? So Devon and Ogre came there with 3 dupes fed in, level limit break 2 plus 1 out of 2 for the level limit break 3. So that's great. It means we only need 2 more copies of them, and then they can get to 150. Ideally, I'd like to spend all the quick level limit break posters on Doc Q, since he came with only level 99, right? Okay, pretty bad pull so far. Can we get something good? Kuma, he's not horrible. Do it. Ah. Another Kuma. Is that back-to-back? Back-to-back Kumas. What are the chances, man? Actually looks pretty cool. Nami Sanji is definitely the worst of the 2 legends that came out during that time. Usopp and Lilith is way better than this character. I mean, Nami and Sanji just isn't doing enough. You can argue that Usopp and Lilith isn't doing much, but their utility is so much more irreplaceable, and the fact that they give the chain boundary is just so much more valuable than the chain boost from Nami and Sanji. And also the bomb orbs that they provide is great, because whenever the enemy has orb-based damage reduction, bomb orbs are almost never effective. So you can just use their super swap to give 4 units bomb slots, and then you can get around orb-based damage reductions as well. But Nami and Sanji has none of that going for the unit. Okay. Bonnie, okay, she's not bad for co-op. Come on, man. I really want to see San Juan, Pizarro, and Vasco shot. Come on, bro. I actually need to look at the legends again. We still haven't pulled Emmett somehow. No Emmett from all these multis. So we have Emmett. We also have Frankie and Brooke. I didn't get either of them yet. I did get Yamato Otama, but still no Nami. Who else am I looking for? Momo could be cool. Quality of life wise, right? I do think Dual Blackbeard is underrated in his super evolved and level limit broken state. He is an absolute beast. But yeah, that's about it. I just really want to see Emmett appear. And of course, the new San Juan Wolf. I didn't even realize it, but that Kuma was the super limited legend. That's super annoying, bruh. Get off my screen. But now we have the next super limited. I'm aware of it this time, so that means I'm going to get the luck, right? That's what it means. The animations are looking good. Animations are looking real good. No red text, but we could get an Avaro. A Pizarro? No. Vasco shot. No, I'm getting confused. I was gonna say a dupe of Van Ogre and Devon, but I really cannot think properly right now. That was a lot of legends. What is that? We could get something insane here, man. Okay, that's not this one. Another Burgess. Not this one either. Another Uta. Off my screen. This unit, I just used him in the current Kizuna to reduce special bind on the entire team. Great support ability, and even though the support ability states that he only reduces special bind on himself, he actually reduces it on everyone. It's a bit of a typo in game. Don't report that to the devs because it might be unintended. They could nerf that unit. I really don't want that to happen, right? Okay, it's the super limited and it's garbage. Damn it. It's not garbage, but yeah, it could be way better. Come on, man. Where are you? I need Vasco shot, Avalo Pizarro, and San Juan Wolf. Come on, bro. Also, I was thinking about the Burgess and Shiryu legend that came out 2-3 months ago now. 2 months, I think. That unit was supposed to use with the new 1290 Blackbeard, but since we have the rare recruits Burgess and Shiryu now, I'm not sure which one's better to use, because I mean Shiryu is just so valuable for this team. The rare recruit one, since he does give the enemy the provoked status, it means that this team can fight way more enemies or different types of teams and still work well, because if you don't have that Shiryu, you just have to rely on the enemy giving themselves provoke, which is not all the time. We only have characters like Pyro Rumble legend Kaku. He's a good driven character that could go really well, that this team can go really well against, since they debuff driven heavily. That Kaku provokes himself, so this team could go crazy against Kaku. But when it comes to other teams without him, not every team is having provoke, so you need that rare recruit Shiryu to give the enemy that debuff, or I guess in this case it should be classified as a buff. I'm just curious as to which one has more value. I don't think the Burgess is that good, the new rare recruit Burgess, but yeah, that Shiryu is so critical, especially since he has the sub swap mechanic. Could be an interesting team to run. I mean, if you are running 5 55 cost units, running the Doc Q, the new end of month batch Blackbeard legends, the 12th anniversary Blackbeard, and then also the Burgess and Shiryu legend on the same team, and then you can run 120 cost, bro, I cannot speak, 120 cost character on the bench. You could run that the Kuzan rare recruit, but I mean, I would need to test it. What would be better to run, that team with 5 55 cost units and 120 cost character, or the team with the new rare recruits running 4 20 cost characters and 4 55 cost units? Yeah, I really wonder which one will work better. Probably the one with Burgess and Shiryu legend, but I mean, we have to test it out thoroughly, man. We do have, I think, both of the rare recruits maxed by now. And yeah, I need to pick up some pace, bruh. This video is gonna be an hour. Secret, and it's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, this wasn't guaranteed. Dasbones, this is a rare recruit level legend, bro. Absolute garbage. Get off my screen, man. Secret, 2 legend multi. That's pretty cool. Another Gear 5, I mean not Gear 5, Snake Man Legend. Come on. I still want to show you guys that glitch I was talking about when you pull the new character. It didn't happen when I got the Van Ogre and Devon, since I did pull him with the that special animation cut in, and it was also on the 11th poster. Come on, bro, it's getting way too close to the end. And no Vasco shot Bizarro Avalo. 20th step now, and we also get an Aurora gem for free. That's pretty cool. But I'm just glad we got Doc Cube, because I mean I have plenty of gems. Even if we don't get the new character here, I can just wait for part 2 and 3 and we can still get him maxed. Same goes for Blackbeard. There's so many gems that we still have to spend, but the Aurora gems, yeah, that's super limited. I'm not paying to get Aurora gems. You must be crazy, especially if it's not my main account. I think that was 2 legends, I'm not too sure, but it is the super limited legend at the end. The animations weren't that good, I would say. I'm not expecting anything. Luffy, another chopper, bro. It's the same legends over and over again. This is why you don't want to pull on end of month patch banners. It's just not worth it. You're gonna get crap over and over again. Okay, it's secret. Do the cutting. No, damn it. That could have been so cool, man. But you just had to mess it up by not giving me what I needed. Okay, so we only have 5 more steps left, and then we're gonna finish and move over to Blackbeard. 1 more super limited step. Come on. Yeah, multi 21 was absolutely nothing. 0 legends. At least we got a dupe Burgess in the multi, but I don't think we even need it anymore. Man, the animations, I really just wish there was a skip button, man. Like when you see no animations, skip, man. There's no reason. If anything, it'll actually help Bandai get more money, because if people are skipping, they're more likely to continue pulling, I think, right? Because the pacing of the pulls is much more fluid. If the pacing is much more normal, I don't know how to explain this, bro, but like if there's better pacing with the pulls, you're gonna be more likely to do more pulls. I don't know, I just have a feeling that's how it works, right? I'm not a psychology major, bro. I'm just talking out of my ass, right? Oh my days. Shanks, Halloween, this unit's horrible even after the super evolution. Okay, good animations. Oh wow. Oh, this might be it. Could also be Emmett though. We didn't pull Emmett yet. Nice animations. Okay, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 2 legends. Nothing guaranteed at the end. Okay, it's not this one. Yeah, his bones off my screen. Ah, it's not this one either. We could be seeing a secret red, and that Kuzan is not new on this account, so that means it's something else for the red text, right? Oh my days, all that animation for Corazon and Law. How we did ass. I mean, this character is quite interesting. I was looking at Usopp and Lilith's abilities, and they actually have an effect in their captain ability where they make empty orbs have a 3x attack boosting modifier. So you could do some interesting hybrid between this character, they're both cerebral based, and actually use this character's empty slots. And also this character forces you to get empty slots for 3 turns, I'm pretty sure. Interesting effect here, right? But yeah, not what we're looking for. 2 more multis left and we're done. Okay, a lot of shooting stars once again. Could mean anything. Gold treasure gives me hope. And gear 4. 1, 5, 6. Okay, 2. 2 legends. I need to see this glitch. Okay, it's not this one. Not this one. You can tell instantly. Another Corazon-in-law. Sukiyaki, Vega Force, Usopp, and Frankie. Isho has actually a pretty good support effect. Not this one either. Bonnie again, just over and over the same ones. We're actually getting a lot of these Albaf choppers and Albaf Usops. They are definitely raid boosted. I'm 1,000,000% certain of that. Final multi, super limited. Can we pull it off? Apparently not. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. What could it mean? What could it mean? That's actually way more interesting than seeing all animations. Let me just skip all the way to the end. Come on. No secrets, no legends in the middle. Oh, it's a secret. Yes, it is. Who's it? Bro. Yo, that's perfect timing. Is it gonna be? Yes, we got both of them in the final legend. Wow, okay. That is a massive victory, man. That is a massive victory. I'm super happy, guys. Really solid summon so far. I've cleared both of my goals. Getting a Doc Q in the Aurora Gym Sugo Fest and getting at least one copy of both of the new legends in the part 1 banner before we reach the pity. And also maxing out both Burgess Shiryu. Both Rare Recruits Burgess and Shiryu, right? Incredible luck, man. I was gonna try and go for Dofi Pirates because I was not expecting to get the Doc Q. So I mean, even though this Dofi doesn't go too well with the new characters, I mean, he provides the effect where your team can evade damage ignoring defense. The new Avalo Pizarro, San Wolf, and Vasco Shot also provides that effect. There's just not a lot of synergy here, but if I didn't get Doc Q, this guy would have been my best next best option. But now we're not going to even touch this banner. We're going to go straight over to Blackbeard, all the way to the pity, and hopefully get him to level 150, right? And also get the new Kuzan Rare Recruit maxed out. Okay, I just did a bit of box cleaning, and this is pretty solid progress so far. 150 on both Rare Recruits. I got the 120 on both of the new legends. I did give them one poster each, and with this way, when part 2 and 3 comes out, I only need to get one copy of each to get them to 150 now, so that's great. And then I also got my Doc Q there. I gave the rumble keys to the new legends. Yes, it'll probably be smarter to give it to Blackbeard when I get him, but I do think it's fine that we test out these guys with their maximum functions with the rumble key invested in them. So I will have videos testing out this team for both Assault Rumble and Grand Party when it comes out, when I should have both of the new legends at 150. But for now, let's focus on Blackbeard and the Kuzan Rare Recruit. I do also want to get some other great characters so that I can at least make one other good team for Grand Party, because of course we need to at least have 2 good teams if I want to win Grand Party, right? So we have a lot of other great legends here. Of course, V2 Saturn is kind of the main prize besides Blackbeard. Each of these parts has like the second best legend to pull. Like on Shanks' part is Nikabani, part 2 it's Zora versus Nustro, and then on this part it is definitely V2 Saturn. Would also love to get characters like Kaido versus Luffy. Walkiri could be cool as well. Boa Enel. I could actually make a second quick team if I get all of these characters, but let me not get ahead of myself. Let's just see what happens. I might move to another part off camera if I need to get a specific character for a team, but the main point of this video is getting these Blackbeard Pirates, so I'm not going to focus on anything else for the moment, right? And as I said, I will want to go through these really quick since I took a long time to go through those end of month batch summons. Okay, we already got one of the rare recruits. That's cool. Hopefully it's Kuzan. And it's... oh, what? It's this one, yeah. Okay, Figulin. No legends and story mode Luffy here. What a great start to the Blackbeard summons. It's fine. It'll turn around. I'm sure of it, right? Come on, guys. We need to have faith. Good animations. No red text. We are looking for Gear 5 animation on this banner, right? What? V2 Saturn already pulled first legend. Okay, I think that's a sign this is gonna be some crazy summons, right? Then I can title the video something like I don't know, something crazy, man. Pretty good second multi here. Still no other legends though. Pretty bad red array so far, even though it's 3x. This is guaranteed, so don't count. Anniversary legend Shanks. This guy's pretty good. Film red Shanks. Really good character in my opinion. Still to this day I use him quite a bit. Spicy animations, but remember there's a ton of legends that weren't on the end of month patch banner that are here, so retakes really doesn't mean much at this stage. Once we get to the later stages of the pools, yes, retakes will be quite a great thing to see. 3 legends. I still want to show you guys. Oh wow, walk carry. Bro, what are these summons? The quality of the legends are definitely there, that's for sure. Okay, Seraphim. I still want to show you guys the glitch. Oh my days. And Katakuri Big Mom. Anniversary legend. Amazing character to run alongside Emu, because they do have the blow away resistance as a captain, as well as captain shift. So you can use them as the captain until the quest tries to give you blow away. And then once the enemy fails to do that, you can switch to Emu as the captain. A really powerful combination for Driven Powerhouse. Yeah, the quality is insane, and that quick bathhouse Luffy is also pretty good. It can't say the same for Burgess. We already got you from the end of month patch banner. Get off my screen, bro. But wow, that multi is so good. We're still looking for Kuzan. Alright, so Mole, this is actually a pretty good multi. We did also get the Super Sugo Kaido hybrid form. Unfortunately, this legend is arse nowadays. Horrible unit. He does like no utility. He gives a conditional boost for increased damage taken, and that's about it. He really doesn't do a lot. I think he might also give 1 orbs, or that might be only if he's the captain. Yeah, just a really bad unit nowadays. He used to be amazing on release, but since he's one of those units that their main thing on release was high damage, it's easy for them to get outdated very quickly. And that guy is a classic example of that. Himotsuke is actually a really good support ability. He gives orb boost, universal orb boost of 1.75x on the final stage, and reduces crew HP, so he gets around stun and gives a universal orb boost that's pretty strong from a support ability, and he attaches to all Yamato characters. I've used it quite a lot, especially when making like auto teams. Nothing. Oh wow, V2 Saturn again. Interesting pulls, I guess. Maybe I go for Emu after this then, so that we have someone to go with the Saturn. Red text. And as we get the other rare recruit that came alongside Shimotsuke, this is Fugetsu. He gives a base attack boost. He's definitely the worst out of the 3. As we get Boa NL. Really solid pull. Wow, okay. We are getting literally everything I wanted. And then a secret, we already had 3 legends in the multi. Okay, it's Burgess. Might as well give me a rare recruit. I'll take the Rayleigh points though. There's 2 more legends here. And another secret. What? Zoro and Sanji. I mean, it's a free legend, so not as hype as it would have been a few months ago. Another V2 Saturn, bro. What? Unbelievable. And then the final legend. Another Katakuri Big Mom. I will take that. They do have Super Tandem, I'm pretty sure. This was guaranteed, and it's another Katakuri Big Mom. What is this multi, man? What is that multi? Boa NL, Zoro Sanji, V2 Saturn, 2 Katakuri Big Moms, and Burgess is kind of just sitting there. And Fugetsu. Unbelievable multi. Really good. We just need Blackbeard. As I said, I want to get him max, so it's not enough to just get 1 Blackbeard at the end guaranteed. We need to get him in the middle. Cool, the Von, but she's kind of useless now. This guy actually has a level limit break upgrade. All of the Whitebeard pirates, like the version 1, the first wave of Whitebeard pirate rare recruits we got in the game, they all have level limit breaks. Yes, Kuzan, my goat. Okay, there we go. Secretly garbage. It's a quick Momo. No, that's the Sai Momo. So at least we got him. We didn't get him on the end of month batch banner. That's 1 legend we didn't pull, but at least we got him here. So we have both quality of life legends for XP and also for cotton candy. So I need to pull 2 more Kuzans and then I can max him out. If I get a really bad luck, I could also just give him the quick rare recruit level limit break wanted posters as well, right? Okay, This Zoro is absolutely insane. He gives like a lot in his special, but then the main thing is that he has the sailor ability that no one else in the game has had up until this point because it's way too broken. He allows the bottom row to negate special rewind. That's just unbelievable, but his special is also just so solid. I think he gives a 3-turn chain boundary. He reduces paralysis. Luffy versus Kaido, oh my days, bro. And then quick Kuzan as well. Not the one I want. I'd rather get a dupe of the rare recruit than that, if I'm being honest. I actually haven't been keeping track. This might have actually been the super limited pool. Yamato Momo, pretty good. I'll take that. Maybe if I move over to the other part that has Kaido and Big Mom, I can build a solid slasher striker team. Food for thought. But I need to check. I think we're on step like 7 now. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This is the moment. Gear 5. I can imagine it. Okay, now another Yamamomo, but we're moving on to step 10, which is a super limited pool. This is our best shot at Blackbeard before the guaranteed step. I think we have another super limited at step 20, but now is the time. Not focus on the future. Let's live in the present and get Blackbeard. Yes, we got him. Let's go, man. Seeing that gear 5 cutting, man, it'll never get old. Maybe it's in the middle, actually. Could it possibly be in the middle? Yes, it is. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that straight cutting. Could we get double Blackbeard back to back? That was the 10th poster. And then if we get him again on the 11th. Hashtag greed, man. Sai really, this guy came out with the Sai Roger and Strength Odin batch. That was a generational Sugo fest, man. That was for World Cruise 2020, right? During COVID. Wow, that takes me back. Anyways. Hina, she's just pretty underrated. She has Slot Lock as the captain for 10 turns. Very underrated. Very similar captain effect to Nika Bonnie. Of course, just way worse, but you know, she still has her uses. Crocus, still pretty good support ability. And there's the man of the hour, Marshall D. Teach. I still haven't pulled a single alternating artwork on all these giveaway summons. I think that's crazy. I mean, it is an extremely low rate. It's 0.001% chance from what I remember seeing. I did pull one time the alternating artwork, which was Int Reverie Sabo. I did that on an alt account. It wasn't even my main account, but yeah, can we see that again? I got too greedy, man. I really thought we were gonna get Blackbeard again, but anyways, it doesn't matter. We got at least one copy. We're gonna get another copy on the 30th step. We still have another 20 multis to go through here. We can get him way more, guys. I know we can. With these animations, not even gear 4. Guaranteed legend. And it is hot garbage. Okay, no, pretty good. Another Katakuri Big Mom. We're gonna rainbow this character, man. Another Yamamomo. What a multi, man. Yamamomo and Big Mom Katakuri. And then another Shanks. Okay, we got all the shooting stars and ray text. I think this is a pretty good chance. We just need to see the gear 5 cut in. Oh. Secret. And it's nothing. At least we got a dupe of Kuzan there. That's massive. We also got another dupe of Zoro and Sanji. Even though they are for free from story mode, giving the dupes is still valuable. They have a really powerful super tandem ability to max out. I mean, this one is a 50% red rate step, but we've gotten so many multis with at least 5 legends, and it never became anything. So I'm not expecting anything here. But maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Ah, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, it's every other one. Yeah, it's literally every other one. That was pretty nice rhythm there. There could be a secret already in the air though. Boa Enal, I'll take it. Okay, pretty good sailor ability from that guy. Kurasumole dupe, I'll take it. Still no secrets. Okay, a recent treasure map rare recruit Niji, also pretty interesting sailor effect. Another Kurasumole, hello. Marineford Luffy. But yeah, the quality here is pretty bad, can't lie. Kurasuo more or less a great legend, but you really don't need that many dupes. And then Bathhouse Luffy, man. Secret? Nope. I mean, this guy has a pretty interesting support effect. He does like give you a 1.5x universal attack and or boost on stage 3, and reduce supported characters cooldown and reduce burn by 3 turns, attaching to Momos. Yeah, really solid support effect. I mean, a lot of the time on stage 3, the enemy doesn't have an insane amount of health. Having a 1.5x attack and or boost most of the time is enough to actually just kill the enemy with that alone. So yeah, really solid. Speaking of good Arizo supports, I mean, almost every Arizo in the game is like only good for their support effect, but their support effects are insane. Same goes for this strength Arizo, paralysis and special bind on the entire crew removal by 2 turns upon infliction. Just such a good support effect. I use it so much. Unfortunately, not as much these days since there's not as many good Akazaya Samurai units. But yeah, still great support ability. Secret. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna skip until I get the new Blackbeard. It's pretty bad right now. The shaft has been horrible. Ooh, pretty spicy animation. Okay, here's a massive one. Another super limited pull. This is where we got Blackbeard the last time, step 10. But we actually got him in the middle, so maybe this time we actually get him as the super limited character. Animations are looking good. Got the treasure as well. Do it. Ah. Whoa, I didn't even know he was on the banner. Zoro and Sanji and Luffy, man. On the 10th poster, yeah. Who's the super limited raid though? Wow, okay. A war carry dupe. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, more tavern medals. So we only have 10 more multis and then we're done. This in tomorrow is also similar to that Zoro I talked about earlier, but instead of the bottom row negating special rewind, this guy allows the bottom row to negate blow away. It's a really powerful ability. He's the only one in the game who does that. So if you are struggling and you don't have those characters like Katakuri Big Mom versus Whitebeard, all these characters to negate blow away as a captain, Memories Kuma as well. If you don't have any of them, you can just use that tomorrow as a sailor, and then the bottom row will negate these the blow away. Really powerful. I think that's the final dupe I needed on Kuzan. That's pretty cool. He should be maxed now. What is it with Kurasuo and Morley, bro? Any multi I get at least like 4 legends, Kurasuo and Morley is there twice. He's always there, bro. Like, get off my screen, man. Okay, we have a limited pool here. Really not expecting anything. It's like way worse than even the super limited pool, which got us nothing twice. So come on, man. Okay, animations are great. Do it. Ah, yes, I didn't even notice it. Okay, we got it. Bro, I didn't even notice it. Okay, so we got it in the limited pool step. We're gonna get at least one more guaranteed Blackbeard. The animations did not match. As you saw there, we only got gear 4. I didn't expect anything. Bro, unbelievable. There was like no special animation to go alongside it. It was just randomly out of nowhere extended animation. And you didn't see that that glitch I was talking about because Blackbeard showed up as an extended animation. Wow, okay. Very happy. 5 more multis. I think we need 2 more Blackbeards to get him maxed. So hopefully we get lucky before the guaranteed. We need one more. One final push now. Come on, we can do it. This is quite the interesting multi. We got rare recruit Kuzan, then legend Kuzan, and then we got the rare recruits Kashi and Oimo next to each other, and 2 Halmepos. Very strange multi, man. I mean, that multi was proof that you really don't need to see gear 5. I mean, that was pretty average animation for getting the debut legend. It also wasn't even a secret raid. Like, the animations really don't tell you everything a lot of the time. So I can still have high hopes even for multis that don't have gear 5. V2 Satin, he actually hasn't appeared in a very long time. He was appearing like 3 times in the early stages of the pools. But yeah, it was a bit on a bit of a cooldown. Same goes for this Kaido. Another Kuzan rare recruit. I'll actually get his potential abilities maxed. I'll take it. Another Valkyrie, man. Why does this guy keep on appearing? 2 more and we're done. 2 more chances at Blackbeard before the guaranteed. Ooh, animations are not looking good. I mean, we have a lot of shooting stars. That sometimes turns into gear 5 or not. Okay, well, apparently shooting stars equates to guaranteed back-to-back any film red Shanks. Okay, here we have the guaranteed Blackbeard. Blackbeard and Shanks back-to-back. Maybe we see in the middle, who knows? Animations are guaranteed to be good in this situation. And we will see gear 5. What's gear 2 animation? What could it mean, man? 2 legends at the start. Very odd, not even gear 4. Devon, okay, we have Blackbeard's entire crew here. And Shanks, okay. Unless there's a secret, that's it. We have 3 Blackbeards. Not a bad haul overall. 3 Blackbeards for 30 multis. It's an average of a Blackbeard every 10 multis. It's a secret. And it's gonna be Kurohige. Clean, no alternating art though. I was really hoping to see that this time. It's fine though. Very solid pulls overall. Let's tally the results. Okay, this is pretty solid. We just need 1 more copy of Blackbeard to get into 150. I could give him a poster here, but I need 1 more, which I do not have. I need to check what my OPTC level is, because there is a certain point where we get quite a decent amount of posters. Yeah, at OPTC level 56, I get 2 of each. So I mean, that's a lot of work. I'm gonna have to put a lot of effort into the missions if I want to get there. I'd rather save the gems though. I think this is where the video ends. I'm not gonna go for part 1 on Blackbeard. I really think that's a bad idea. I'd rather play the long game, see where it goes. I want to first get Divine Ogre as well as the Sandman Wolf, Pizarro and Vasco Shot to level 150. After that I can focus on Blackbeard. Maybe continue pulling on his part even though we have reached the ceiling. Maybe I will try and do that off camera for you guys. But so far this is pretty good. Let me format this on a Rumble team and show you guys how it looks. Looking pretty good. I think this is the best formation for me to make right now in these exact positions. The character in the middle will be tanking the most, being Blackbeard, and then the 2 new characters to the right and left, they do have the key, so they have a lot of HP to work with. Then we have Shiryu there, who's great on the main lineup since he needs to provoke the enemy as soon as possible. And then of course Doc Q is quite vulnerable, so I put him there at the back where he won't be targeted as much. He'll give the enemy delay or give us CT. I can't remember which one. He gives himself 30% CT on appearance, so he's going to go down to essentially 20-ish seconds of charge time. And then we also have the charge time of 20% from Van Ogre and Devon to everyone. So I think with this setup we're gonna have a pretty good time. And then of course Shiryu will do the sub swap, Burgess will come in, and then if need be Kuzan comes in. Usopp I really don't have an option to put there. But he will still give the enemy delay even if you don't meet the destroy attack requirement, so having him there is just a nice option there. If he eventually comes in, he will delay the enemy, which can help a lot. So maybe I'll find another 20 cost unit to put there, but for now I'm satisfied with this composition. Everyone has maxed rumble abilities, and I also maxed out Blackbeard's grand party stuff, so we can have a fun time when that game mode comes out. But thank you guys for watching. I would say this is a big success. My only problem is that we didn't get Blackbeard to 150, but still getting 3 copies of Blackbeard in 30 multis is nothing to laugh at. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, subscribe and like the video. If you want to see more giveaway summons in the future, make sure to comment into the giveaway, and of course stay tuned for all the Rumble content I'll be making with this team. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, and I'm out.